Luci in the Sky with Diamonds. I'm going to let you all know that you need to watch the other two first, the ones that I made right before this, to get to this point and understand what I'm saying. So turn this off and go watch those first. Remember, I am Tron, the immortal, organic, digital, electric, silica shaman. And here's what I'm going to explain to you. This should probably be very short here, because the other two will answer the questions as to why this is probably the answer to this query. What is the sun and what is the moon? Everybody says, Luci in the Sky with Diamonds, LSD, what does it mean? Who's Luci? Is it Lucifer? What is the light bringer? What is the false light? What is ice? What is Isis? What are these two objects in the sky? I'm going to go out and on a little limb here and say that because most people are to the point of considering that both of these things are probably flat discs, one of them is creating a cold light, or what I would say is a succubus of energy, and one is creating life, all of life. And what are they made of? I would go out on a limb and say that the sun is made of crystal, and that the moon, so the sun is silica, made of crystal, and the moon is carbon, and it's made of diamonds. How can I come to this conclusion? Well, everything about the moon is icy. Isis. When you look into your freezer, as I was explaining this in the other video about what a freezer does and how that works, as an extracting unit of heat, of energy, what do you put in there? You put ice cubes. The moon is a cubic structure based upon carbon, and carbon is six-sided. 666, the number of the beast. This idea, this carbon structure, mimics, just as you can see, a diamond mimics crystal. Piezoelectric crystal that is the harmonics of the universe, that is Mother Earth and is the sun. And the only thing that the moon does is extract energy from the sun, and it pulls something in. So as a diamond is nothing on its own, it's nothing without light. People think a diamond is shiny and it does anything. It doesn't. You need light for it to do anything. And what it's doing is just giving a false light. It's a cube. The carbon is a cube. The cubic structure of the moon matrix is a reference to the carbon system that we've been fed, but we are not. We are piezoelectric crystal beings that came from the sun, that are part of the sun and the earth, which is the silica, which is in our bones, or at least it should be. That is actually what's in the earth, what's in the computers, and what is the sun. The false light is the moon. It is diamonds. They have no real value. All they do, they're ice, shiny, it's bling, but it does nothing. It has no light of its own. It is extracted light from somewhere. This is why people have come to the conclusion that what happens with the moon is it goes in front of the sun to collect a charge from it. It collects energy from it, that it gets recharged by the sun. How would a diamond work? By getting light information. So if someone a long time ago made somehow a disc, a UFO, a spaceship, as they talk about in Star Wars. What do they show you as the moon? What do they tell you it's called? Consider that movie. Think of all the movies that have moons in it. What if someone built that, put it in the sky out of carbon to mimic and reflect the sun as a false light? Because everything about the moon is moon, money, months. Our time system is wrong, so the months are all wrong. Money is, everybody knows it's fiat, it's fake. There's no energy in it. We can't be in debt to anything. You can't be in debt to the sun. The sun lets everything grow. All the moon has done is extracted. It's a false being. It's a false... And when I say false, I don't mean that it's not sitting there. It might not be. It might just be projected up there. There's a lot of theories here. But as I'm looking at this, what it's really breaking it down to is that sun is silicon, and that moon is carbon. Diamonds are carbon. False lights. Interesting, huh? Weird, crazy, nuts. Lunacy like the moon. So what do y'all think? Maybe? Possibly? Hey, what do I know? Remember, you gotta watch these other 3 videos. But keep in mind that I am Tron, the immortal, organic, digital, electric, silica shaman. Take a journey, get yourself healthy. That's all you need to do. This is, again, this is just story time. I'm probably just talking some nonsense, but at least it will encourage you and inspire you to check out my other videos so that for whatever reason you decide to clean yourself up and become healthier and more well-adjusted, well-balanced, part of nature, part of the entire system, because they're not separate. Remember this, as I've told you before. There's nothing wrong with carbon. There's nothing wrong with anything that's going on this planet. But just know the source of all of this. So the connection between the 3 is the sun, you, which is made of the same thing that's in the earth. There's the mother and the father, the sun and the earth, or you'd call it the crystal grid, and what's in your skeletal system, that's the 3. There it is. That moon has always been a surrogate mother identifier. It's the surrogate mother. Everything about it. I don't know how it got there. We can't place that yet, but maybe somebody knows. Maybe some people have some theories, but that's interesting, huh? But who knows? Ramblings of a madman. Or if I'm right. Stay awesome, guys.